I'm sure you heard about the bombshell late yesterday afternoon. President Obama has commuted the federal prison sentence of an Army whistleblower by nearly 30 years. In 2010, Chelsea Manning leaked state secrets, U.S. secrets, to WikiLeaks. She also leaked video of U.S. soldiers killing Iraqi civilians. She was arrested and charged with espionage and aiding the enemy. She was originally sentenced to 35 years in prison, but will be released from federal prison coming up in May. Well, join us to discuss this. We have two attorneys. Fred is here and Rocco is here once again.
Thanks for having me.
When I heard this, I figured that Fred Teesey's head would explode. Let's get both of your opinions on this commuting of the sentence, and then we'll discuss why you think it happened. Fred, start with you.
It is beyond me why the president did this. I think it sends a terrible, terrible message. This was a serious crime. This woman had been given 35 years, and to commute her sentence for basically 365 days sends all the wrong messages.
Rocco?
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with Fred, as much as I've known Fred for a long time. But, when we do sentencing, I mean, Fred's done criminal defense. He's been, like me, a federal prosecutor. You look at parity of sentences. This woman received a 35-year sentence for things that most people have received a 1 to a 3-year sentence on. So I'm not as troubled by it in the circumstances. I mean, she was very, very young when this happened. She served almost 7 years in jail. We can debate whether or not 7 years is enough, but 35 was definitely too much.
Other people have said it was an excessive sentence. Fred, you don't agree with that, 35 years?
Well, wait, back a minute. Under the Code of Military Justice, and look, I disagree with Rocco. If the FBI ever pulls me out of my house in the middle of the night in my airplane pajamas, he's on the short list of people to call, okay? He's a great criminal defense lawyer. But I disagree. First of all, under the Code of Military Justice, when the sentence was imposed, they get what's called a minimum release date. And the minimum release date was when you're eligible for parole. So technically, she was eligible for parole in a year.
Yeah.
And I think the 35-year sentence manifested the seriousness of the crime.
Throw a theory in here. Remember when Julian Assange of WikiLeaks, I guess that's where all these emails and secrets were sent to him, and then he published them. Didn't he say if she was released, he'd come back and face the courts?
He did, and I'm not so sure that's going to happen. It sounds good when he put it out there, but I've heard that there's a little bit of retraction, a little hesitation there. But, I don't think this is just about WikiLeaks. This really is about Chelsea Manning. WikiLeaks is somewhat of a separate issue. This is really an individual decision. I understand the political context in which it occurred, and there is a little bit of double-sided kind of concern from the administration in that respect. On the one hand, WikiLeaks is terrible. On the other hand, he commutes the sentence. But I think this is more about Chelsea Manning than it is about WikiLeaks.
Thank you both.
Thanks for having me.
All right, but that'll be the first question for the president at his last press conference today. Why did you do this?